Hey there, viewers. Hambbage here. Glad to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Flaxkikare, whatever that is. Hey, we've got hardcore vanilla Minecraft coming right up. We don't have time to worry about random words that may or may not be English. Too much to do, too much to see, too much to get done. Now, what are we up to? Well, for those of you guys who watched our last video, highly recommended, of course, we probed into caves, expanded mines, got a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. And why? Well, because we are trying to find a second, yes, a second, amethyst geode in this world. Why are we doing that? Well, we want to get the various resources out of it. That sounds very loud, zombie-ish. What's going on there? Is it night? It's not even nighttime. Where is he? Do I need to be concerned? Should I be scared? What's going on? Seriously, where is that guy? Tough. Let's go take a peek. Actually, let's do that though. And all right, if he's outside, cool. That's no big deal. But he's just under a tree somewhere or something. But if he's inside, I hear footsteps. Hello? Zombie? Okay, he's really loud right here. There he is. Where were you, dude? All blinged out and golden. Alright. Take care of that. Now, I was just momentarily afraid maybe something had followed us up from below. Caught us sleeping. Okay, so one thing that I know I need to do, I've neglected to, is get these. Actually, I was literally laying in bed last night. I'm like, I don't think I ever polished that deep slate. We should get to that. Alright, listen. What's going on? Oh, there. My bad. It's working fine. I'm not. Just extra clicks. So yeah, aside from the sad state of my life where I'm like, yeah, still got stuff to do. I don't want to take all that up to the build site and then realize it's not done. Okay, never did use that last piece of coal. But look at all that gold we're building up. Alrighty. And then, as I recall, we can probably combine these two. Hang on to the axe. I think it's got a little bit more, but then we can make 2 more of these to reload our tools. So, again, in the last episode, I don't think I ever really finished. I heard that zombie and got distracted. In that last episode, we were primarily concerned with trying to get amethyst geodes, and we still need to. That is our deal, to build the darkroom spawner with the look that I want to give it. I'm using those two colors, the purple and the white. So um, to do that, we really need to do that before we fill in above the floor. So it's our next step, and this is the tough part, I'm sure, for a lot of you guys to handle or swallow, is we've got an amethyst geo perfectly good down there that we have not yet touched, but we aren't going to touch it because it's the first one, and I just kind of like to save that one natural and ready as it was. And as you can see, I'm kind of teetering here. I think let's go overworld, which means we just need to check our purple bed. There's two reasons for this. Oh, but before we do, I almost forgot again. That was not something I thought about overnight or any other time. We now have cows, and we need to keep them fed so that they're happy, productive cows. I do like that jungle wood on the deal. Alright, there we go. Then there were 6 cows. Eventually we will need chests out here. So this is kind of what I'm thinking, is we do need more wood. Unquenchable need for wood as we're running around out here. We need to do so much stuff. Because we also need like some of the coal and stuff from the basement levels that we haven't really been gathering. Let's go do that. Let's get the goodies. In fact, I'm even going to grab a deal here. Let's grab the goodies from the tunnel that we made and completely ignored in our previous ones. I don't think this is going to help us get an amethyst geode. Sorry. But there's too much good laying around out there that we haven't gotten yet. So all the ores and primarily the coal along our new tunnel, and maybe into the caves, we'll see. But I know, there's like lots of lapis and redstone. I meant to make blocks out of that too. That treasury chest is kind of filling up. But that will help get us levels. We will be building today. I know we're going to come across a valid geode at some point here. That's going to be our underlying mission aside from right now, until we do it. And while we're doing that, we'll get some more wood. We'll clean this stuff up, obviously. So we'll go tour around in the overworld and get all that. In the process, I think we'll get up to level 50, and that may be a point where we, like the last world, throw down and get some enchantments to help us along the way. Because it wouldn't be unthinkable to pop our heads into the nether at some point either. And try to unlock all that good stuff we were talking about. A number of the things that we need. Specifically, in multiple different ways, we need blaze powder. But we also could use a mouse wheel. Like, it's just hovering right on one click. And I'd try to click it over, and then it would fall back to what I didn't need there. You know what we never looked at? Kind of wrote this off as ocean, but... Oh, come on, baby. I was hoping for a big tunnel or another geode. So yeah, more than most other considerations. These are just for the XP we'll get at the moment out of cooking them. Alright, well that was fun. Here we got loads and loads of coal. Other goodies. Hopefully this will be fairly safe. I should warn, it's relatively early in the morning. In a coffee sense, I just brewed some. I've got a steaming hot cup here for first episode, but as always with first episode, oh now here's skeleton. I have not yet had it. It probably would burn my face off if I sipped it right at the moment, so we'll give it a couple minutes, but that means no caffeine power to protect and fuel us as we go. Alright, a little bit of coal out of there. Just trying to be mindful again, not too sharp yet. This is first episode of the session for me today. So we shall see how it all plays out, but I've got big goals here for today. I don't want to have them lost because we weren't awake enough to start the day. I hope y'all are doing well, by the way, on a what for me is a Wednesday. Supposed to be another bit of a cooker out today. So hope everyone stays cool, and comfy, happy. That may bode well for more progress here. We shall see. Or here. So yeah, this should be a good little starting point for us here today. Just ratchet up our XPs, get some good stuff so we don't have to worry about it. Again, you guys saw when we made the torches, we're down to like a partial stack of loose coal. In reserve for torches and things like that. We're doing pretty well on the stoves. I think all 4 of the banked ones have about a dozen blocks, if not more. I think we'd gotten them up to like 15 or 16 each. The lone one we're just topping off there as we cooked the gold, so it's full as well, and that's all good, right? We want to have that, but we can always use this, and more importantly, we can use the XP that we get from it. It doesn't jump our levels quite as much as it had previously, but in an episode of just primarily gathering this kind of stuff, we should get up into the 50s, and of course that means we've got a number of possible enchantments that go. But I think, to be transparent and let you guys know what I'm thinking, my idea is to kind of keep gathering XP no matter how much through all of our hunting for geodes. Not, if we make it to 50, we don't just stop if we haven't found the geode yet. We keep racking that up. Again, this episode, I'm content to just plug away and pick up resources that we exposed in the previous episodes. After that, we'll go, either make a new tunnel or overland a little bit, maybe cut over to some other body of water and see if we can find them there. I don't know. Open to suggestions in the comments. Of course, they probably won't help too much today, although some of you guys are amazing. You're like hitting me with comments as I'm recording future videos, which is very cool. Not quite to the point of real time of streaming yet, but I do appreciate those comments. Keep them coming. They're fun to hear from you guys, get your thoughts and your takes on stuff. Really do enjoy it. Appreciate you guys coming around. That being said, I'm not gonna sit around if we can make progress waiting. We'll keep zipping along. But if you have ideas on how we can go about some of these needs and projects, let me know. Some water up there, but I don't think we need to go pushing for that. And again, for folks who may have missed it, we did pull up the wiki on the geodes and reviewed a bit. From the description in the wiki, and I don't know if it's more nuanced than anything in that, it just says that every chunk, so 16 by 16 block of blocks, it has a 1 in 56, I believe the number was, chance of spawning a geode anywhere within it, and that's level 0 to 50 or 70, so it can be all the way up to and just above sea level, which is 63. So there's a lot of opportunities to find good stuff, but within each of those chunks, it can be a bit of a challenge to find out where they're located or know if you're really onto one or not. It's a weird single piece of coal. Even if we cleaned up a lot of it, it didn't appear that there was a lot on either side after that. Alright, here's lava, ravine. We'll get this lapis now. A little scary here with all the previous pitched battles we had, just lighting all this up and getting in here. There's multiple skellies with enchanted bows, all the creepers. Don't necessarily like dropping into a hole while I'm standing here with all those memories, but we'll prevail. the other nice part potentially of today's activities is, well, I think we had looked, I think we had, what, 26 or so? It's 25, 26, something like that, diamonds in our chest. And we could use as many as possible, really, but another note of 8 or so would really help. Could certainly be more than that, because when we do start enchanting in some episode today, we'll want to. I don't think I'm going to deal with that iron. Nothing there. I think this is connected from this side. Maybe we shouldn't just assume that. Yeah, the diamonds. So if we can get, right now we have enough, we can recreate all of our diamond armor, and as you can see, it's not in terrible shape, but it's getting a little dinged up. We've been wearing it here and stopped more than a few arrows and creepers and that kind of stuff. That's why we have it. It's nice, but eventually, where we don't have any enchants on it, certainly, but especially no mending or anything like that, it is a bit worn. When we go to... Oh, I didn't know we still had unlit stuff over here. That's kind of cool. I thought we were all done. Come on. New stuff. Taking shots and then not coming over. Not really cool with him using up all my arrows. Alright, change everything here, game. Make all our planning irrelevant, because now there's a geode right here somewhere. Oh, then he gives me a bone and no arrows? Hey, there's the diamonds, though. More diamond. Alright. A little bit of extra caution here just to see if we can, there we go, find more diamonds below and not risk losing them. And here's where we just want to be extra cautious. So as not to lose any. Awesome. Well, that be one bit done. 7 helps. That gets us up into the 30s. And again, we need, what, 24 for a full new set of armor, and when we do our enchants, we'll want to put those on new pieces of diamond, just so we don't have to use any of their enchantability on repairing prematurely. And then the other is we'll want to make extra picks and axes and all that good stuff to try enchants on. All right, well, we found a nice little extra cubby here that we hadn't gotten to in the past, but while it sadly did not have any geos, it did give us diamonds and a bunch of extra XP. So, yay, win all around. Now, I think, oh, that's fine, because we were coming back out this way. I'm pretty sure we've gotten, well, not this. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we've gotten this whole cave cleaned out. Would anybody be surprised if I said, I really have no idea what time I started recording this episode, so I have no idea how long we've been going. It's true. All right. Still, oh, we're filling up a little bit here. We can do that. And go ahead and do that. All right, I don't see gravel right above these two. Ooh, emerald. See, these are the fun little bits we find along the way. I was just kind of thinking like, oh yeah, we should grab something as a thumbnail. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that we're about halfway through our episode time. A little slower than just making the tunnels as you're going around cleaning up all this stuff. But aside from feeding the cows and chasing down the zombie and resetting some of our tools and all that, we were fairly quick to just start off. So we'll see. Wasn't sure. Oh. No. Oh, I picked up something else. It was the stuff I just dropped. Go. Now here's the one, and this is the test of our own will. We aren't going to harvest out of that geode because it was the first one. So it's kind of like a nature preserve, museum exhibit, all that good stuff. Saving it for posterity. Iron we can still grab a bunch of. In the hole. In the hole. Alright. Oh, we can't even make blocks here. I can't make blocks of coal. None of it. Why are these split though? That's crazy. Alright. Bought ourselves a few more. Oh. It's nice finding those little connected deals, not necessarily just because of the fact that we want the coal, but it's good. But sometimes that's the bridge to connect us onto other things. Like more iron here. Now we're almost filled to the brim. With all this noise. I think it still kind of sounds up. You guys? I can't remember that. While we're looking for these geodes, level doesn't really matter too much to us. But what does that look like it might be? I haven't seen any real indication of it, but this could be the biggest win in the history of wins. Or it could just be that they spawn into a group. Oh, man. False excitement. Well, hello. So we've been to the edge of here before. It's a shame it wasn't a skilly spawner. 5 more torches gets us another spot. We don't. Ooh, do we have any gold yet? No. Definitely add the gold to the proceeds. We haven't done it recently, but I think we have a very good stock of apples, so we can process what surplus we do have. Get us? Full, no waste. Good. Alright, now let's see if we can find where we came out from. I don't exactly know. That's good. Exactly what we're connected onto here. But as long as we have torches to burn. Get it? Burn our torches? There's some stairs we built up. This seems like... Oh, don't be like that. Both of these trap you. Huh. Big old cave system. We knew it kind of was where we ran out of steam on the last one. We just ran out of torches and everything else, but... all kinds of goodies. Whoa! That was where we came up from, that double lapis bit. Again, kind of nice when you just sort of dumping torches to dump. You can actually do the lighting properly where you may actually get enough laid out to help. But it is very easy to get turned around while you're doing it, because you just kind of start running. every time. If you do that, when there's a skeleton around and you stop to eat some food to top off, know that he will walk around the corner right then. Ooh. Looking for a geode. Can we let them come up like that? Good time to check for anything else coming up around you. Hey, I hadn't even noticed our little jingle there when we got the level. Still hear your little feetsies coming from that way. Yeah, I was wondering if there were enough of them there too. Again, very tempting to just stick your face in that crate and see, oh my goodness. Now we're out of torches. See all the goodies, but you want to be careful that nothing... Seriously? What a bunch of trash. Oh no, don't, come on. I didn't even really look at that. Where are we? 337, 357. Hey, again, it's those kind of, I don't know how many people are familiar with, but ley lines are kind of it's a new EG humbug bubba kind of deal that I don't really buy into a whole lot. But the principles are real. Ley lines are the idea or the paths where the Earth's magnetic fields have their strong orientation, and they run, from the poles down to one another, and obviously you have positive and negative attraction in magnetics. So if you ever look at, I am lost. Here, this was this previous stairway. I don't know if this is going to help, but... Oh, yeah, well, I remember that. There's our deal. Good. I hope this is the right way home. Yeah, if you ever seen a thing that shows the Earth's magnetic field that protects us from solar radiation, out in space, and you can see it's got these bands that wrap from the North Pole and the South Pole, and they're kind of tight on the side of the Earth facing the sun, and then they get pushed away by the solar radiation, so they make this kind of oblong blob around the Earth. And critical to keeping us all alive, right? If not, the solar radiation would just cook us. That's why you need a spacesuit in space, in addition to needing air and everything else. But the radiation out there in space is just crazy intense compared to what we have here, thanks to magnetism. But that's the idea, I guess. And again, not something I really know enough about, but you know, it's one of those that kind of goes into the crystals and that kind of stuff too. That like, okay, well, there's energy throughout the Earth, magnetism, and that has more effect on you than your own mental power and those kind of things in ways you don't recognize. Now, I don't dismiss that. I think people that laugh that off are often underestimating things that in future generations science will say, well, why wouldn't you have believed that? I mean, that is just crazy not to. They said the same thing about the idea of gravity. They said the same thing about germs. Things like that we take for granted now. The most rational, skeptical people are all like, yeah, germs are bad, wash your hands kind of deal. So I think it's silly to think that there aren't ways that we are impacted, especially when you look at the animal kingdom. I mean, birds migrate with magnetism along what are called these ley lines, and other animals pick up on areas of magnetism and are attuned to it. So it's silly to think that at an animalistic level we are not. Now, deciding whether or not you're going to go out to lunch with somebody because you're not on the right ley line, that's where I start to think, okay, don't sell yourself short. Use the brain that God or evolution or whatever you want to believe in gave you. Use that to make your decisions. Have confidence and value on yourself and make the most of that. That's my take. Again, not that I have any exclusivity on the right way to do things. Certainly don't. But in terms of those things, that's where I kind of draw the line when you hear people talk about them. I want to clarify there. I'm talking about them in a natural sense, but yeah, it's. Hang on one second. Oh, so good, so good. It's hot, but it's not melt my face from the inside when I take a sip. Hot. I'm gonna have two. Oh, don't you just love that first sip of coffee in the morning? Those of you that are coffee drinkers, I'm not trying to fight that battle with anybody. Kind of goofed here. Fact. Just do the old switcheroo. Because when you have blocks, you want to maximize your cooking there so as to not waste. And we can put one in there. Another one there. I was checking to see if we had. I guess this is our first real cooked smooth stone. I will just drop that little bit of cobbled. Put those away. Do 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 do. So what else were we gonna do when we were back here? I think our tools are in pretty good shape. We'll obviously need more torches. And I think we'll go back and kind of putz around in that cave. Knowing that, let's take all the... And we were gonna make apples. apples, then we can possibly to finish, but always good to have a few more. Never want to have it where you're too afraid to use an apple. If it's a question, eat an apple. Alright, then do that to preserve our chest a little bit. Beautiful. Oh. So with 33, yeah, like we said, 24 go into our new sets of armor, and that would leave us 9. So, you know, couple more picks, and axes and all that kind of stuff. I guess the other thing that we want to do while we're here, 51 minutes. I guess we're not going all the way back down. Looks like it's nighttime-ish, though. That's got a bit more. Let's grab these. Let's sleep. I get more coffee. Creeper. What do we have over here? Another creeper. Oh, too many creepers. Good strategy with creepers is to use the water if you have a bow. We're still pretty low on the arrows. Did he just despawn after all that? All my careful planning and calculations to get over here? A whole crew over that way, though. Creeper. Oh. Just trying to make sure it's nice and safe around our cows before we start into the feeding. We've got this odd bit of time left. Can use a bit more string since we haven't found a mine shaft yet. Great to have that spawner, primarily because we have a sadly vacant field there, and just hanging out for a bit, without having to do a whole bunch of farm shaping or anything like that with zombies, should get us a carrot. So there's that need met. A few more little XPs there. Alright, well, very good all around on that. Let's go swap our cook. That. Let's make some more spare torches. Put these away. Oh, yeah, we should go do a quick run to the ladder. Alright, we're all equipped here. And then our next one, to keep things fresh and different and mixed up, next one we can do an overland adventuring. So we've got as full on steak as we can be. That should be great, plenty. Enough torches. Grab up all this stuff. Hopefully there's nothing back at the base that we're forgetting about. Yeah, with that string, we'll be able to make a few more bamboo, or scaffold with the bamboo. Got loads of bamboo now. Which will let us fix any mistakes around the bottom. Basically give us that insurance riser if we need to get back up if there's a incident where creepers get free. Start running amok. Man, I think that looks nice. Alright, so we'll climb, deposit these goods, and that just helps, as we go. We just want to keep going and going and going with more stuff. And I think what we may plan to do for our expedition looking for more geodes is, I don't know, I'd kind of like to pass the jungle and get some easy logs while we're out there just to pad up. Scaffolding can help with that a lot too, actually. If you just stack a thing of scaffolding next to the tree, you can go all the way up to the top, not have to do the spirally climb deal. It's like ladders or vines or anything else, but you don't have to wait for the vines to fill in and risk falling. Just shoot up the scaffold, take the whole tree down in one big shoot, and you're good. All right. So we are closing in on a full thing of stone. This we were pretty thin on, so getting a bit more diorite there without having to have done a lot of basement work is great. Here again, we are on our flats, and I'm kind of thinking, well, purple and white. Purple and white on some of these interior smooth stones at the moment. And then very limited use on the sides of the big box up above our heads. That'll be great. But that's going to do us for this episode. Thanks so much for coming along as we gathered up a bunch of additional resources and things. We obviously, we're jammed up again with coal. We just made 2 big old stacks of blocks of redstone. We're very well set there. Diamonds, we're doing great. We've almost got a full stack of emeralds already, and we haven't even farmed anything or traded outside of just a couple the first time we visited that village. So we are doing very well, and we are now sitting at level 50. So once we find that geode, the order of events are going to be get back to base with our materials. If we haven't already by that point, get logs because we still need more wood. Then, and not for this, I think we're set for the bookcase and everything, but we'll then create our bookcases, our enchanting table. I think we need to get one more obsidian there, and basically be set to enchant. I think from the very start we'll set that up on this platform. There's no reason not to, or set up 2 or anything like that, or fool around with moving it, all that good stuff. We'll just set it up over there where we're going to use it. So all coming shortly, but for now, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. You guys rock. It's awesome to see your comments and stuff. Feel free to drop a like if you're enjoying the content. I always appreciate that. But most importantly, take a little break, give yourself and your body a chance to ratchet up for the next one and be ready to go. We'll see you when that time comes. And take care until then. Bye now.